saw a post on social media earlier. The post was basically lamenting the idea of them not being a certain kind of person and losing opportunities because of it. And they were basically making a post promising never to be again this kind of person. Obviously, you can be unprepared for a specific opportunity that comes to you. The immediate picture I got was a knife telling a spoon, you are just too soft. You're not the right kind of tool to cut into these thick, juicy steaks. And this is what everybody wants. Everybody wants the steak. When I put it in those terms, you can kind of see where you can get lost in these kind of mindsets. I think the level playing field that God gave us was that we all have a purpose, but everybody doesn't have the same purpose. And because we don't have the same purpose, and these days we've been trying to push off labels as well. Labels are defined based upon a thing's purpose, and like it's hard to ask or request a specific thing when there's no label there. And it also erases specific purposes. Nobody likes to be labeled or boxed in, and you don't have to be. We got to be so careful in the types of changes we choose to make, trying to be a more inclusive world and trying to be a more sensitive community. It doesn't always have to entail destroying the foundation of what we have, because certain things we can toss over like weights rather than anchors. When a knife tells a spoon, you weren't the kind of tool needed to do this, that's okay. What's wrong is a spoon being tossed away because they can't do that thing. What we're looking for when we even talk, especially in the service of being more inclusive, we can't say you have to open up, or let's soften the steak to be something that a spoon can cut. That's not the answer. The answer is let's broaden our view and say, what is a spoon? I mean, try to feed a baby's food to a child with a knife. That's a scary thought. Eating a bowl of cereal with a knife. You know, there's certain things that a spoon is the correct tool for, and is just as important for, but is not fashioned to do what something else is fashioned to do. So in looking at certain opportunities that come to us, unless you're of the belief that the only opportunities that come to me are the ones I'm supposed to have, the position I'm in is always the right positioning. If that's the fundamental stance that you have, then we're just going to disagree. But I'm coming from the standpoint of you are created a unique individual. You have a purpose. You were created with tools already embedded, applications already embedded, tools that you do have to sharpen and hone, applications you do have to figure out. Plus, your experience is adding to that. You are a unique individual and no one else can be you. So therefore, you have a unique purpose, and you may be quieter than the next person. You may be less apt to act than the next person. That's not by accident. So, but that also, for as far as what I believe, it doesn't mean that every opportunity that comes to you is the one you should take, or the one that's actually meant for you. I'm not supposed to be the same as anyone else. That means I have to pay much more attention to who I am, what comes natural to me, and not be so influenced by what's on television and what looks good and what sounds good, because none of that may be right for me.